Twins, Stephen.
Are we on?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 41st Annual BCAPL National Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sponsored and put on by CueSports International. We got Freddie Ognier and George Teachan in the booth. Cornerman, what do we got here?
Well, we've got a really great matchup here, and this is the first time I've certainly been doing this, and they've had wheelchair events in the Nationals in the past, and we have the finals of the wheelchair event this year. It's Bill Larson who's racking the balls right now versus Daniel Henson. Daniel's from Charlottesville, Indiana, and Bill Larson is from Wisconsin, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Well, they come from the Midwest, I guess, both of them. And this is a race to 5, 9-ball alternate break format. Bill's Fargo rate is about at 583. Well, Daniel's is at 545. And this is a straight race to 5 for the wheelchair 9-ball singles championships here at the 41st Annual BCAPL National Championships. We're in Las Vegas for 10 days, folks. The 19th through the 29th, right here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. Sponsored by Omega Billiards. Go see my friend Gilbert Martinez.
And Michael Hong.
And Michael Hong.
Man.
Predator Viking Cues is a sponsor. And Kamui. Diamond Tables. Diamond Pool Products. And we're playing these
Cyclop balls.
Cyclop sets. They have 300 new sets with 300 diamond tables.
Right, these are not used sets. They will be by the end of the year.
Of course they will. By the end of they're used now. They've been getting some play. Well, we're off and running.
Bill's broken the balls.
And
made a ball in the break.
And we're ready to go here. This should be a good match here.
Just as a point of interest, some of you out there have been following. We've also got pro players here, and we've got on the other stream, the Bad Boy stream, Alex Pagalayan is playing. Jason Clatton. I'll tell you, Alex is wearing a headband in I suppose in support of April Larson. April is usually shown in her signature look is the headband. And there was some issue about whether or not that would be allowed at the BCAPL Nationals, as they do have headgear type of code of dress code. Alex, again, continuing his part in the support, or at least a rally on the dress code. He is also sporting the April Larson headband. So kudos to Alex. He looks just like her, I think, except for she's absolutely gorgeous, and he's, well, you know.
Got a good haircut?
Alex. He's got a great haircut.
Yeah. Now, so back to this match.
Bill made a great first shot there.
Opened up nice, and it's coming around for this 3-ball.
Ball here and to the 3, and you can shoot this ball.
Now in support of Alex, yesterday in the finals of the last day of the U.S. Open 10-ball championships, Alex showed up in a suit.
That's right.
After some ribbing from John Lehman, our tournament director.
Yeah, we had a logo dress code violation, I suppose you can say. And the logo on the shirts needed to be smaller than a certain size, and a few of the players had some very large logos on their.
Oh, overcut that.
But yeah, overcut here, and he's going to leave a bank shot if Daniel so chooses. I would expect him to on this table.
It's funny. So John says to me, he says, I talked to Alex, and he's going to wear a suit just for me. And true to his word, Alex shows up in a suit.
Nice tailored suit.
Yes, it was. He looked sharp.
He did look sharp.
He looked sharp. Looked very professional. Looked like he belonged on a CEO of a pool school international.
On a board.
Yeah, on a board. But meanwhile,
Daniel is staring at a bank on the 5-ball. Whether or not he wants to play it, I mean, the safe is certainly available.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see more times. You'll see aggressive play on these smaller tables. See what he likes to do. He's looking. He's right on that line. Let's see the camera angle to see whether or not you can. It looks like a straight bank. No, it must have been. Well, he did look up table, so he may have been playing up table. It was a funny angle for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, for those of you watching, if you're in the room at the Rio, well, you can just stay with us here and watch along with us. Anyway, we just held the 2017 U.S. Open 10-ball championships at Griff's Las Vegas. That was won by Shane Van Boning,
Surprise,
second year in a row.
surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Warren Kiamko, the Warrior, was second.
And runner-up. Bill Larson's been playing pool pretty much all of his life, and as you can see here, he's got the Revo shaft or the Revo shaft. How do you say that, George? You know if it's
Ryo?
No, the shaft itself.
The
It's
shaft.
It's the Predator shaft.
The Predator
the
shaft.
Predator Revo
You know,
shaft,
that's
Revo
one I
shaft.
haven't seen yet. I'm familiar with their Z's and all the other Predator shafts, but
This is
I haven't seen it.
the future for Predator. The next evolution is the Revo shaft. It's carbon fiber. It's a different grain, I suppose, of carbon fiber. They've kind of solved that. Same Predator type of technology. Daniel's up to the table now. He also shoots with a Predator. He uses the Z shaft. That's for him. Well, he's staring this down. He's actually only been playing for about a year, and obviously then this is his first time at the BCAPL Nationals.
Daniel has?
Yes.
Yeah.
So welcome to the pool world, Daniel Henson. His nickname is Lieutenant Dan. And he's gonna, he hasn't had much here. He stepped at the table to 2 shots where the object ball was buried up against the cushion.
You know, I met Bill yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
In the last couple of days, he was at Griff's watching the U.S. Open 10 ball.
That's right.
And he was saying, are you guys going to stream over here? I said, yes, we are. And ended up that we're streaming
his match.
Streaming his match on the finals of the 9-ball wheelchair singles.
Yes, that's Bill Bebop Larson. He used to be a DJ when he was younger, so he got the nickname Bebop.
Bebop.
51 years old. Plays with the Jacoby with that Revo shaft. You can see it there. That it's that dark metallic.
I do see it.
It is being hailed as the lowest deflection shaft available, and we are sponsored by Predator. At least the U.S. 10 ball was.
Yeah, the U.S. Opens were. I'm not sure if the BCLA.
But we are.
Yeah.
No.
But right here at the 41st annual BCAPL National Championships, we are sponsored by Viking.
Thank you. I could have screwed that all up.
And Kamui. And we just got set up, and we need a list of sponsors. Just what we don't have total information. CueSports International, Iwan Simonis, Diamond Pool Products, and of course they've got 300 beautiful 7-foot diamond tables, Cyclop balls, and they're all brand new for all the, not only the tables here at the Rio, but at Griff's they were all brand new too. They were all purchased for this 41st annual event, and both U.S. Opens held in conjunction with it. On the table next to these two gentlemen, unfortunately you won't get any pictures of them or anything, but you got Warren Kiamko and who...
I don't know who he's playing over
I don't
here,
either.
But we'll find out.
Playing, he was second in the U.S. Open, runner-up. Nice trophies. They had some nice trophies this year.
Trophies.
Nice cups.
Bill has made the 6 or the 7 ball. I just saw it going in. Now he's left with a long shot, and let's see how he handles this. With the wheelchair players, obviously you can see the challenge that's going to happen here. Looks like he'll have to use some kind of bridge. I want to see what kind of equipment they have. I know in years on past we've seen some
telescopic bridges.
Wheelchair
carries it
players that have special bridges. Rolling bridges and stuff. They've got a wheeled bridge here in one of the booths.
I bet they become pretty adept.
That's a nice shot. Oh, he just overcut this ball.
Don't scratch.
And he scratched.
Ouch. Well, I have a feeling Daniel Henson will make quick work of this 8 and 9.
Well, this is really his first opportunity. He's been staring at nothing for his first 3 shots up.
Yeah, Bill's been in control of this game. This is a race to 5, alternate break.
Here's Lieutenant Dan. That's his nickname, but he did not serve in the services. He doesn't. He's not a
Not a veteran.
Not a vet.
Veteran. So then Lieutenant Dan must be a nickname that came from Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Lefty. 1-0.
No wonder he's in the finals.
1-0.
I like left-handed players. I happen to be left-handed, so I'm just being a little bit of a wisecracker. I was going to say smart aleck, I guess. We don't want to say smart.
Smart aleck by George.
There you go. The other smart. Don't want to say that one.
Alternating breaks here, so Dan Henson will be breaking.
Henson and Larson. So if your name doesn't end in son,
you don't get to the
finals.
don't get to
the finals.
You don't get to the
That's
finals.
right.
That bodes well for April Larson as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, explain to me one more time, because I didn't understand why Alex is wearing that headband in support of April Larson. And
That's right. So
okay.
April Larson, her signature look is a headband with her sponsor's name right on the front of it.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And there is a dress code rule here on headgear.
Oh, okay. You can't wear headgear?
Well, I'm not sure what the rule was, but they were thinking that she shouldn't be able to wear it or couldn't wear it, but she has been given approval to wear it.
Okay.
And Alex has heard about it, so he has what looks to be her signature headband on.
Well, apparently headgear is allowed.
Yeah. So there's a...
Yeah, right there's on the cap.
Well, yeah, no, there's a headgear
logo.
Rule. There's a rule on there with how to wear the headgear.
Oh, gotcha.
You can't wear your hat on backwards to the side.
Oh, gotcha.
And other
okay.
things as well.
I am familiar with the twisted hats. You can wear a cap, but you can't have it backwards or twisted or off to the side. Okay.
So we need to take a look at the ruling just to make sure exactly what they were looking at. But apparently April can wear it.
Because Bill here is wearing a cap too.
Yeah,
so
yes.
the caps are allowed.
Wearing them is okay.
Okay. Now I follow you. Now I got it. I got you. I'm on the same page.
Dan broke the balls pretty well. Balls went in, but he scratched. You can see here they actually made 3 balls in the break. And with ball in hand, Bill's got an opportunity to climb back into this match. It's 1-0. Dan Henson.
You know I have a question for you. See if you know the answer.
Is this a trick question? Is this
no,
a trivia question?
No, it's not neither. It's a straight up question.
Straight up question.
You got Bad Boys streaming, and we're streaming.
Yes.
CSI streaming.
Of course. We did this last year too.
Who's doing the feed to the rooms? We are.
Well, we did last year. I know
we
that.
did last year. Yeah. So, and then actually Stephen and Vincent said I asked them about feeding to the rooms. They said yes, as long as we're live. When we're not live, they're doing replays, I guess.
A little bit of a tester here for Bill. I expect him to make it, and he does. And he's staying off the rail, keeping under control. Looks like he's relatively straight on the 6 ball, the green lime ball, the lime green ball.
Green lime ball works fine.
Lime, one of those
limes
things.
that roll.
Lime green, that's right.
Yeah. Limes are pretty close to they roll.
They roll somehow.
Not end over end though.
Well, he needs to go following here and get above that line of the 8 balls and come back down, maybe straight. And he overcut it. Unfortunately,
he's not going to leave anything.
Oh goodness, he's got away with it, and out of 3 or 4 misses that he's had,
Bill's had,
he's left
nothing
for Dan, but Dan is up 1-0. Well, it would seem like this would be a jump shot, but that would be very, very challenging. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Mr. Daniel Henson.
Well, he doesn't have much because he's wearing short sleeves.
Yeah, that's right. So nothing up my sleeves. He's reaching for his chalk. These guys are great. They have great attitudes. We were joking over there while we were talking.
Yeah, you were talking to them and just getting all the information from them as far as where they're from, things like this. Things we Freddie does real well.
Well, this is a rare opportunity for us.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
how often do we get a chance to do a wheelchair match? And
There's the 9-ball. Hello.
for years, you know, one of the country's best players was Aaron Aragon,
Mm-hmm.
who is a wheelchair champion. I loved watching him play.
I've seen a couple of pretty good ones. Pretty good players.
Bill back to the table here. Looks like he needs to just go straight back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to leave himself an angle on the 8 so he can come back for the 9.
He doesn't like something.
He made it.
And he's got a shot.
And he's got an angle.
Yep. He can come straight down. He's going to have to English it a little bit. And he's going to have to be a little bit leery of going into that corner pocket. It probably won't go unless he uses just a hair of either center or right. But if you just straight follow, he should be okay.
That's
And
a nice
he did.
stroke.
He hit
and
a
he's
very
dead
nice
perfect.
stroke. Wow, that was a good shot.
This is why he's in the finals.
Mm-hmm. And this will tie it up at 1 apiece. Once he pockets this 9-ball.
Oh, no. Oh, and it fell. It still fell.
3-second rule.
And just to tell you, the rule is actually 5 seconds after everything stops.
Yeah, and that ball never stops.
stopped.
Never stopped. It was moving the whole time.
The new cloth helped that in.
But I was just kind of chuckling about it because, you know, it's a hanger really, and it hung for a second, maybe even a little longer, enough for us to take note and go, whoa, there it goes. Well, game number 3, they're tied at 1. Mr. Larson would be breaking the balls in this race to 5. And we're here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. We're here for 10 days, folks. 10 days of everything that's pool related available. You have 50 vendors in this grand ballroom with 126 tables, 2 huge screens. They're probably 12 by 12 or 14 by 14, something like that at least, on each side of the stage. And then players walking in and out. You have another grand ballroom that's another 100 and some tables there. There's 300 tables on the property, all with new Cyclop balls. You got Omega Billiards here. So anything pool related, DVDs, cue sticks, chalk, joint protectors, you name it. Cues, they have just about all cues available. They have a whole line of Viking cues.
All right, USA PO Kings, please listen up. USA PO Kings.
You're listening to an announcement. I don't know if you can hear it over the intercom. And they're talking about listening up. But meanwhile, Bill's not listening up. He's going to look at this shot and
I don't
figure
know.
out
It
what do I
seems
do
like
with the 1.
It seems like he's waiting. What do you like here?
What do I like here?
Fire.
Might as well. Not much he can do. That he's a long way. He's 7 feet away, and the ball was frozen on the rail. He tried to cut it on the side to go behind the 9, but he accidentally double kissed it. I like playing the 2 ball here.
Trying to bank this ball. Can't tell if he's going to be able to stiff that. But
I think he goes off the 1
Oh, the
and
1.
tries to make the 2 ball.
Into the right in the corner.
Yeah,
Then.
right in the corner.
Right.
I think I would play the billiard into the 2 ball. and try to pocket the 2. It's 9 ball. You can play either one. You know, so you can play them both, actually. I thought we were still, I was still thinking 10
That's
ball.
right. It's not 10
I was
ball.
still thinking 10 ball where you have to call one, but we're playing 9 ball. As soon as the commentators get it right here, folks, we'll try to do a better job. Sorry, guys. And gals out there. But this is the greatest show on earth when it comes to a pool. It doesn't get bigger than this. I can't think of any tournament in the country that's as big as this.
Well, the other nationals might be just about as big.
The VNEA, there are a couple others, yeah. The other guys?
Here we go. Has he got the ball in hand here?
Well, if he does, that's not where I would put it. But I'm not Bill Larson.
No, I guess this isn't a ball in hand. This is where he's left.
No, he's got an extension.
4 ball. It's tough
That's
to
a-
get to. He's got to draw this straight back. He's hitting the good side of the cue wall. Got to keep coming.
Did he go
Gotta
back
keep
behind the
coming.
6?
He is behind the 6. Behind the 6 ball. The extension that Bill has on his cue, you know, that was popular about 15 years ago, and he's got one of those. It comes out of the butt and unscrews, giving some extra length, about a foot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Today, a lot of people have separate extensions that screw
Yes.
in there.
There's add-ons. Well, actually, they're all add-ons. Some you
Yeah.
just put it on the butt of the cue. Some you screw into the butt of the
Yeah.
cue.
The one he has is built in.
Mm-hmm. And we saw one yesterday that was telescoping. You screw it in, you could telescope it
Right.
a little bit
That's
longer.
but that one's also an add-on.
Mm-hmm. It's an add-on, correct.
Bill has taken out the jump cue, and he's going to dart this.
You know, it's kind of, well, when do you see guys carrying a golf bag for playing pool? You're going to have a break cue, 2 different types of jump cues, extensions.
That's too bad. Well, you know, a lot of people have cases that'll carry
Correct.
that many
Correct.
cues, but you're only allowed to use 2 cues plus a jump cue in most of the organized leagues and pool structures.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've seen, and I've done this myself, 2 playing cues, and I'll go back and forth for different shots every so often. For a while there, since I was getting used to a cue, I'd do that. And I've seen Efren do that a few times in a few
Efren will-
tournaments.
Efren
Of course,
will-
Efren can do whatever he pleases.
Efren comes into a tournament with like 7 shafts.
Yeah.
4-9 combination. He's got ball in hand here, and he's going to make this. Take
For
a
a 2-to-1 lead.
2-to-1 lead. Same pocket that rocked and rolled for Bill. Also rocked and thankfully rolled.
Now, I'm going to tell you a
Dan.
little something about what happened earlier, Freddie. Sorry to step on you there. Was for the hot seat match. These 2 played the hot seat match. And guess who won that match?
You tell
Bill
me.
Larson won 5-0.
Oh, really?
So this is good to see this a very competitive match at 2-to-1. As Daniel
Daniel's going to go.
racks the balls.
So here we go. Last time Daniel broke, he scratched, but made 3 balls in the break. Let's see if he can keep the cue ball on the table.
And no scratching.
No itching, no scratching.
And nothing under the table.
And nothing up his sleeve. Well,
Yeah.
good control
Park-
that
yeah.
time. And is the ball going to leak in? No. So
No.
here's the difference. He scratches but makes 3. Now he hits the balls pretty solidly and makes none.
Overcompensated. Because he parked the cue ball in the center of the table.
Right. Here comes Bill. He's going to eschew the push out. Or maybe not.
Where would you push here? That's a hard place to. As I look at this, I'm thinking where would be a good place for a push that my opponent might give back to me and I can take advantage of. Because that's pretty much the purpose of a push out.
That's right.
And
He's deciding he's just going to kick at
he's
this
going to kick at
ball.
this ball. I like it. As long as he hits it, he hit it.
And back and forth, and away we go.
Stopped at the bottom of the table. He's left them straight down.
But this is a long shot for Daniel. Daniel is left-handed, in the chair. He may have to see what he does here, because as a wheelchair player, you will see these kind of challenges that you just can't appreciate if you're not in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what kind of equipment he brings to the table. Since
he's
we
gonna-
saw
He's going to
some
go for
bills.
a bridge. He's going to go for his bridge. This one looks to be on the end of a stick, not a telescoping one.
Mm-hmm.
The telescoping one is a nice idea, but they're generally not as sturdy.
Yeah.
They're not as rigid.
But he had the same.
And it looks like maybe he can make or shoot at the 2-ball combination. Potentially. We are so fortunate to have the great author. I mean, we're talking Pulitzer or something coming up. It's Bobby Cotton. He's here. He's been with us this week.
Yeah, been with him for the U.S.
Boy.
Open, and here we are. In fact, he's in the process of signing his book for me, Confessions of a Pool Hustler. I'm going to get that book, and I'm going to take that home and read it, and then I'm going to call him up and say, let's go on the road. We're going to get about as far as Eloy, Arizona, which is about 40 miles north of Tucson, and we'll probably go bust. Meanwhile, back at the ranch here, Daniel's up with a good shot on the 1 ball. Good opening shot on the 1 ball. His next shot is a 3. And we'll see how he handles position. Being left-handed, he doesn't want to be on the left side of the table because he can't reach it. So he might want the cut shot from the same side. Like, there you go.
Hold it.
Yep.
That's close.
Yeah.
He's going to eye this down.
He's checking to make sure. Oh, well, wait a minute. I didn't see the 2 ball. That's what I was thinking.
He got perfect on the
I was-
3 ball,
yeah.
except for he's shooting the 2 ball.
That's correct.
Looks like he can
Does it go by?
just go right
Yeah,
to
it looks
if-
like he's shooting right
If
at it, yeah.
anything, it'll go to the rail first,
Yeah.
and he did.
Yeah, perfect.
Get a
Came around nicely for the position on the
Hold
3.
it.
But this is what I was saying. Being left-handed, he has to come to the bottom of the table to shoot this. So it's going to be a reach and a half. Good shot of Bill watching his opponent pocket balls. And he says, you're going to need space over here, so let me get out of your way.
4-7 combination coming up. In fact, I can't tell if he can kiss the 4 off the 5. He's looking at it. or carom. All of them are available. Yeah, it went off the 5 and it went high, and it may have been frozen high. Couldn't tell. Comes Bell.
Back at it. A little bit of a long shot. You might have to worry about scratching in the side pocket on the left side here. But if he hits it with any type of above, high English, he should be okay. Overcut it, so he was very okay. And played safe. Left a kick here. Probably kick off the side rail, but right by the 4. And try to send it down table. Or will he kick across the table and back at the 4? Let's take a look at how he handles it.
What would you do
if
you were standing versus in a wheelchair?
If I was standing, I would kick the ball 2 rails to the head rail, side rail, and try to kick the 4 ball off of the.
Well, he had an easy kick at it, but
off the 6.
Bill might have a free ride here. 4 on the side, have the cue ball go right into the 9 ball. Right into 9.
Well, folks, I just got my.
Oh, he rode the 9, and guess what happened? In
Bingo.
it goes. You know who was moving? 2-2, tied up.
Do you know what Robert LeBlanc would say about that shot?
What would he say about that shot?
He'd say, boom.
Boom.
There goes the 9.
He'd also might say, this is why we don't play 9 ball. Of course, I needed that slop. See, he might say something like that.
You got his accent pretty down, pretty good there.
Of course, Bobby went
Bobby
away.
Cotton walked away. He dropped off the book.
He'll never hear me say it.
He'll hear it when he sees when he reviews this video.
Believe me.
Here you go. Corpsman over here, Freddie Agnier, posted something on Facebook yesterday in regards to one of his professional players.
My buddy Max.
And Max signed his book here. Mad Max Eberly, three-time national 8-ball champion. And
he has a review in Bobby's book.
Correct. As do a few other pool hustlers in there. C.J. Wiley, Mike Massey.
All right, Bill Larson to break. Oh, that's a nice solid break. I was going to say, if that 5 ball didn't go in, that would have been awful.
Ball went in.
Not a great shot to start. Might have a carom, you might have a combo.
Might have safety. Might have a push out. Lots of mites. Let's see what we do have.
Looks like he's playing a carom. Oh, no, he's not even close.
Playing safe.
Oh, he looked away and thought that maybe he's going to make that ball. Played good safe.
And he'll come to the left side of this 9 ball and hit this 1. Either the rail first and the 1, or might be able to go straight into the 1 and make it.
He's shooting right through the magic rack. And what a shot.
Oh,
that's how does that ball not go in?
It's called the ledge on a diamond inside the corner pocket.
That's amazing. That
it's
ball
deeper than other tables. Yep, it does. See, I thought that was it. I thought it was going to slowly just kind of just
trickle in, but
hesitate and then roll in.
And it's way past the 5 seconds now, so it would have to spot up if it decided to drop.
Yeah.
Here come the telescoping bridge. Good shot of his cue in the Revo shaft. Going around these balls. Don't get jacked up. Bump it good.
It's marginal.
He should be okay, I would think.
It looks like he can cue this without having to go over the top of the 4. This would be a good time to go rail first on this shot. This is a tough shot, though, because he wants to travel the cue ball up past the 6-9. He's measuring to go rail first. He knows that mirror system that that is used for this shot, and he's utilizing it. And due to the lack of angle, look how high he has to hit up on the rail. He has to hit
That's
up by the first diamond.
Way up there.
Yeah, way up there.
But it might be right.
Well, keep in
Here
mind
we
the
go.
diamonds rank bank short.
Well, it went in.
And
Really
nice
broke
shot.
up the 6 ball and the 9 ball. But he needed one more revolution to make that beautiful.
Is that kind of like the Beatles?
They say you want one more revolution.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking out on the
Can he hit this ball? He can. Here comes the 3.
right in. I'm looking out on the floor, you
Bill's
know, all these
got-
tables, and there's a sea of red shirts over to the right. Look at that.
Yeah. Looks like the teams.
The teams have arrived?
Some of the team members are coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Bill
On a rampage.
slopped a ball in, but he gave just a slight apology, and now he's saying, apology over, let's keep on going.
Was that the wave of the hand?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
something. You know, he does the look to the sky like, I'm so embarrassed, I'm just going to keep on shooting. Fantastic shot.
He's shooting
there.
good there. Now, can he see this ball? I'm
Yeah.
not sure he can make this ball.
It looks from here, as you can look actually on the table. That's available to do.
Oh, but there's a camera in the way. I have to look up over it, and now Bill's in the way, actually. Yes, he can. He can see this
Just
ball.
Follow this 3 rails around to the center of the
Mhm.
table. Don't hit it too hard. He's absolutely hit this perfectly.
It's funny because Freddie can see the left side of the table, and I can see the right side of the table
That's
from our
right.
angle.
So
But there was a camera right in my line of vision. And so I asked him, and he kind of reminded me, well, get up out of your chair and step over the camera and look at it.
just slowly 1 rail across. He's going to be dead straight in the 9. And this looks to be a good opportunity for Bill Larson.
Mm-hmm. We like to have fun in the booth.
Good opportunity for Bill Larson to take the lead.
3-2. Race to 5.
Good shot, good focus. You see him really stare down at the set position.
I also watched this cue stick follow through pretty
Fall
straight,
straight
too.
through.
Yeah, fell right straight through. Looking right down the barrel. Well, things are getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're down to the last race to 2.
Bill Larson leads 3-2. He won the hot seat match.
Mm-hmm. Omega Billiards. Go down there and give Gilbert a hard time. And your friend was, I'm sorry?
Man Hong, Michael Hong.
Man Hong, Michael Hong. He's the owner?
He's the owner.
Okay, he's the owner. Gilbert's been with him for some time now.
Yes.
Because I seem to recall Gilbert with him probably the last 5 or 6 years. Viking cues. I was talking to John and had lunch with the other gentleman from Kamui, Caleb. They're over there in the booth.
Here comes the break. You hit him solid last time. Oh, he hit him
He
really
brought
good
us some
last
water.
time.
Thank you, Bobby. Robert LeBlanc just brought us some water. He brings a book over, signs it for me,
Tell
brings
ya.
us water. Is this water or tequila?
Whatever.
He was razzing me yesterday. I had a shot of tequila in the booth because my throat was a little raspy and to keep from coughing. And he says, "What's in that glass?" And I didn't answer him. And he says, "What's in that glass?" And I didn't answer him. And he says, "You know, I like tequila." He says, "What's in that glass?" I didn't want to say I was drinking tequila on the job.
Looks like Bill is going to use a little bit of inside English here.
And he did successfully. And he'd like to come, well, would he like to come
Nice.
down more, or is he perfect? Shoot in the corner, just stun over to the
Stun
side and be
over
straight in, yeah.
For a combination.
You start playing that to the side pocket, and if you cross the line, you're not liking it. Got to travel the cue ball. He's shooting it in the corner, looks
Corner
like.
pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting in stroke.
Nice shot. Yeah, he is. That cue stick comes right through the ball real nice. His timing's nice. It's level. It's coming through straight. There's no hitch in the stroke.
All right. Well,
Here's a good view of it for you guys. Just watch how straight he shoots this cue.
combination here.
Comes
3-7.
right through.
Didn't have to hit that hard. And he hit it pretty firmly for that kind of combination. Little off angle.
Well, he might have come through straight on the cue, but he missed the combo.
Another bridge shot by Lieutenant
Daniel.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Straight follow. Oh, he just punched it to the side. This might
No,
find
no,
the
it's-
bottom of the hole. No.
I'm afraid he might have got behind the 4 ball. I mean, behind the 9 ball.
Looks it. Might have a touch of paint on the right side, but that's a little bit fraught with peril.
A touch of paint does not a shot make.
Oh. There's no one rail kick without spinning wildly on at the end. There might be a one rail kick to the right side, but well, let's see. He's thinking of spinning wildly because I believe this will come up short. It does.
Yeah, it does. He may have been able to spin it off the right side rail to the head rail and over, but he would have had to use some English to shorten up the natural angle.
Would have had to use a little bit of spinach.
Mm-hmm. And spinach on a pool table is not green. Although you play for the spinach sometimes.
Mm.
That's green. You play for the spinach, you play for the cabbage, you play for the whole enchilada, all those things.
Ball in hand for Bill Larson. He's leading 3-2. If he can get here, he'd get on the hill.
Mm.
Tough little shot coming up. You see the 6 ball, the lime green ball next to the 8 ball. The 7 ball is the other end of the table. He's got to get to the 6 so he can come back down to the 7.
Freddie, do you find sometimes that when you're on the hill, that last game can be tough to win because you get a little tight?
Well, you know, I got a great answer for that. It happens, but no matter what, once you lose after being on the hill, you'll remember it for life.
That's very true. But because I see sometimes that last game's hard to win sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of times the first game is the
Yep.
hardest,
Yep.
and then the last game is the second hardest.
Yeah, it can be.
The first game, because you kind of have to work yourself into the game, get
Mhm.
used to the table,
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. The last game, because something has grabbed you and tightened you up.
Yeah, that's the same thing with the first game sometimes. First match or whatever. You never know. Some people get nervous, some people thrive on it.
Dan Henson has asked for the referee to come over, make sure the hit is good. Got a referee coming over. And while everyone's looking away, Bill Larson's picking some lint.
Oh, I thought maybe he was moving the ball.
Well, that might have been the
I'm kidding,
ultimate
guys.
goal.
I was
the
kidding,
ultimate
guys.
goal.
Please know I like to. I try to inject humor every once in a while.
So now he's going to use the bridge, play the 6, come off the 8, don't scratch, 2 rails around for the 7. And
That was a good shot.
Looked like it was a good hit. The
I mean, a
referee
good hit.
says okay.
And the reason you can tell it was a good hit was that he missed it so bad. Well, if he would have made the ball, it would have
It would have been real
it'd have
close,
been
right?
really super close hit, and more than likely would have hit the 8 ball first.
You know, in times like that, George, when somebody asks me to make the call on that
Make the
hit,
call.
I wish that they miss it so badly that it's so obvious.
Exactly, because I
don't
don't
wanna
like
be the
to
guy.
I don't like to make those calls.
I
People will ask me, I'll be walking by a table someday. Hey, will you call this? No,
Nope.
no thanks. I'm not a referee.
What a guy. But I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I don't like to make the calls.
Yeah.
And actually, when I'm watching a match, sometimes I'll be watching a match, and the players, let's say they're gambling or something, they'll say, George, did you see that hit? And I might have been staring it right down, and I would, nope, I didn't see that hit, because I'm not going to get involved.
I actually was a BCA referee at one point in my life, and for those reasons, I said, no, that's not
Yeah.
for me. That's not for me.
I mean, will you get a call wrong? Yes. You will get them wrong. I mean, everybody does.
You're going to get them wrong no matter what.
And
because
some
somebody's
guys
not
are
going to like
hate
it.
you for it, and somebody's going to, no, thanks.
They stunned that ball over for a straight shot, but it's pretty long.
But
it's pretty long on a small table is 6 foot long.
But I'm willing to bet that 8 times out of 10 you get the call right, and the people that don't agree with it because, for
What is
several
it?
reasons, they're going to hate you for it, even though you're right. So, no thanks, guys. Call it yourselves. You have doubts? Play the game over. Yeah, really.
Let's see if Dan can tie this up.
He did.
Nice, right in the center, right in the heart. 3-3. We've got a race to 2 in the wheelchair finals of the 2017 BCAPL National Championship wheelchair division.
What's nice about being at the Rio is, first and foremost, the ballrooms are huge. But all the vendors in this grand ballroom, for instance, if it's pool related, you'll find it here. And you'll find it here today, tomorrow, for the next 10 days. They'll be here. Cue sticks, action with all the pros here. With the U.S. Open being here.
All right.
We have an international field here, folks. I mean, we've got Ralph Suke, Mika Immonen.
Ralph is not here.
He's not here for this?
No.
He left? Oh, that's right. He does not play 7-foot tables.
He doesn't play the small tables.
I had a long discussion with him about that, actually.
But Torsten is here.
Torsten's here, Mika Immonen. You have
Mario,
the whole
Mario
Hay.
the He-Man.
You just saw him on the World Cup of Pool along with Albin Ocean.
Yeah.
And they won the whole thing. They beat the U.S. in the finals. And that was Skylar Woodward and Shane Van Boning. And that was a pretty exciting match. And, in fact, they all competed against each other.
That's a great break.
Yeah,
The
10
balls
ball.
didn't want to go out.
Nothing.
Albin, of course, is not here, but Mario is here.
Mm-hmm. He had a pretty good showing at the U.S. Open. I mean, he got in the last.
Yeah.
He got in the money, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got in the money.
Good break by Bill. It's tied up, 3-3. Good shot in the one. You can see the 3-9 tied up. Bill's Fargo rating is 583.
Mm-hmm. Daniels is a 545. So they're not too far off. I think if this is a Fargo rated tournament, they would be playing with 1 game handicap possibly. 45 points. Not quite 45 points, almost 38 points. Might mean a game in a race to
5.
Race to 5. Might be a game in a race to 6 or 7. Maybe not 5. Freddie's gonna look that up.
Look it up.
Yeah.
And the race is to 5.
Fargo rate could very well be the future of pool here. And especially for the amateurs.
I need a lesson on how to use this because I had the the race a minute ago. No, no, I need a lesson here. Because
Go to home.
Yeah, remember when I said that? Okay. Oh, there it is. 583 to 545. And a race to 5. They have a hot and a medium and a mild. Now that is a new thing.
I've seen
from
that.
this year.
The hot is the heaviest heading. I'm sorry.
It's a
Go
new
ahead.
thing this year, as we didn't have that last year.
Oops. Freddie was explaining. I thought he was.
You can go ahead and explain it.
No, go ahead.
No,
You got it. All yours.
But on the hot race here, it's 5. It would be a 5-4, but if on a medium mile would be even. And for those of you who want to know more about Fargo Rate, if you happen to be here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the innovators of Fargo Rate are here. My good friend Mike Page, Dr. Mike Page from Fargo, North Dakota.
They walked in the last day of the U.S. Open. They came over to Griff's, and I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
They may have.
They're here now, though. Here's a good look at his extension, how it telescopes out of the butt of the cue. I can't tell. He's okay. 6 ball is below the pocket, so. But he has to come back for that 7, and coming back, it could leak into that pocket. In the side pocket right next to the 6 ball, as he is observing a zone here.
Well, he's a little straight here.
Not straight enough. He'd like to be straighter. Because he's got just enough angle that if he draws it, it better be a real good draw or he's going to the side.
Yeah, if he follows it and gets around the 9 ball, he's got at least some kind of shot. But this is
Yeah,
difficult.
He's in a tough spot. You're right. He's following. And hard, too. He's going to swing this.
Sort of swinging all the way around.
Oh, and he swung it
What a
really
nice shot.
nice.
That's not going to be in the pocket in case he was
No,
thinking. He
yeah.
looked away like he thought that maybe it was.
He
But
scratched.
we could see here that it wasn't.
Yep.
We had a great angle on it.
Mm-hmm. And we saw that ball leave the rail. We could see exactly where it was headed. And so could you at home because it was on the monitor. But or in the casino. If you guys are in the casino in your rooms watching this, thank you. But come on down. There's great seating available here for these four tables. We're streaming 2 tables here, and right next to us, our partners in crime, Bad Boys, are streaming some of the 9-ball tournament. And if you're watching in the room here, in your room, you got Jason Klatt and Alex Pagalayan playing. So you're missing a good match. I don't know the other 2 players on the second table.
Bill made a nice out there.
Yes, he did, and he got him on the hill. But Daniel's break.
We mentioned the hot, medium, and mild, and again last year we really didn't use that here, but it's always gonna be hot. I think here hot, as far as the Fargo ratings go, is what they call the true ratings, the aggressive ratings. Not giving the lower handicaps is just making the handicaps as they are. Sometimes they back off a little bit and not give up too much advantage to the mediums and the milds. So that's it becomes a little bit more relaxed.
Freddie, which one of the three is closest to 50%, 50-50? None of them get there, but
I believe the hot is.
the hot is? Okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was the closest.
Yeah.
But it still favors the higher rated player by just a small percentage.
I don't know if that. I don't know. I don't know that. I think it's. We'll talk to Mike Page or his partner there, Steve. I met Steve a bunch of times there, but I'll have to find out what Steve's last name is.
That's why I asked. I remember there was 3 ratings, and I know what they are. I know the hot gives the highest handicap of the 3. But it's still, I do also know that there's still a slight, like a 4 or 5%. You never get them 50-50.
Yeah, it would be the one that's I guess you could say, the closest to what the fair match is.
Right, the fair match. Yeah. And the fair match changes as far as a race to 5, a race to 13. The games vary. It's not just one.
Yeah, those small percentages start to add up. That's a gorgeous break there. He almost lost it, but that's probably the hardest he's hit the balls. And he doesn't have a shot in the one. He can kick at it.
Yeah, it's about all, or push out, one or the other.
I haven't seen either one of them push out.
Looks like he's lining up just for the kick. He's going to go to the head rail and kick it out right at the 9 ball. And he ends up safe behind the 4 ball. And he looks over at Bill and motions, kick this. No, he doesn't. I just said that. It's Bill's shot, and he has a kick shot.
And now I'm seeing here Mike Page's partner is Steve Ernst.
Okay.
Fargo Rate. They're both here. They're sitting about 20 feet away from us.
Oh, I didn't know they were right here next to us, or close.
They're right on the other side of the bleachers.
Oh, okay, so they're, gotcha.
Can't see them.
There's bleachers between us and them. I started looking in the stands for him. That's how gullible I am. I didn't realize he was saying on the other side of the bleachers. They're here. They have a booth there.
What a shot.
Ooh.
Jump shot. One ball right in the center of the pocket.
I'm impressed.
But no shot. He's holding on to his jump stick because he thinks he's going to jump over this
2 ball?
This 7 ball and hit the 2.
Well, you know what I think I'd like to do with this shot is I like to kick it off the bottom rail into the 9.
And I think he's liking that as well. In fact, he should have been looking. He can't kick the other way anyway, so he's definitely kicking down here. 2 rails.
You're going to get some balls moving here if he hits it.
That's right. This is going to be like bowling. These balls are going to fly
Pin
all
action.
over the place. Right, that's right.
Going to get some good pin action here, folks.
He's not going to 2-rail kick this.
He's
George,
not.
go back.
Oh, he's
down there,
cutting it
coach him.
thick.
He's just thinning, and somebody just fell off the bleachers. Well, that might be a discussion there, because they just brought in those bleachers for comfort, and somebody fell off them. Well, back at the table here, he's thinning the 2 instead and playing a safety instead of doing the bowling shot. The rearranging the furniture shot. That didn't happen. We were looking for some excitement there.
Here comes
maybe
another possible kick shot. Another potential kick shot. But this one won't be as ball moving as the last one would have been. Didn't move any balls.
He just kicked
went right
it.
by him. He's left the shot, opening shot for the 2. Now keep in mind, Bill's on the hill. So
well, here we go. Cut this 2 ball in, 1 rail across, playing the 3 ball in the same pocket.
And
he's done that. And
did you give him an earpiece when you were out there?
Yeah, he can hear me. He can hear me. Believe me, Bill doesn't
Is
need
that fair?
He doesn't need my help. Looks like he just slow rolled this one in. He could hit it hard, but I would think that he's slow rolling. He doesn't want to go. Oh, that's perfect. He hit this about as good as you can because you knew you were going to be high in that ball. Here. There you go.
I've been requested to get back on here. These guys need my help.
That's right, Bobby. You've been watching this match.
They're having a little trouble figuring out which the patterns are, but that's
tell ya,
okay.
I know it.
Bar
I mean,
tables is my specialty.
It is your specialty, so we need your
Yes,
help.
sir.
Need your help.
So I'm on one end. We got the man with the golden voice on the other end, and Freddie in the middle.
Well,
Yeah.
the one with your so-called golden voice is going to say, Diamond likes these tables to be called 7-foot tables,
7-foot
not
tables.
bar
Oh,
boxes.
I know. Yeah, I heard all that last one 2 years ago. They ain't bar tables. They're 7-footers. But they play good.
They play
Yes, they
good.
do. They do play good. They play like a 9-foot table, only 7 foot.
This is a tight shot here. It actually goes if you can just stop this ball.
He's shooting it from the side. I'm looking down the
Looking
barrel.
down his barrel, he's thinning it.
It won't go by the 8.
Well, they thought maybe he'd go off the cushion.
See, that's why
there.
they need me. I told you they
tell
need
you.
me.
Yes, I was going to say that, actually.
Yeah, you got Freddie shooting it in the
I
corner.
know. So I'm like, he's just gonna flail away, but that didn't happen. He knocked it in the pocket that it actually went into. I've called some flyers here, and they haven't
Have
taken
you?
them. I don't know why. What's wrong with these guys?
I
Take
know.
the flyer.
I got the utmost respect for these guys playing pool, man. I'm telling you. Have you ever tried playing sitting down like that?
I have one time.
Sheesh,
Forget
it's
it.
really
Cannot
hard.
do it.
It's really hard. Your
Can't even,
shoulder,
I can't swing my stick. Can't
your
even do it.
shoulder will kill you. I've tried it.
All right, you have to shoot sidearm every shot. Or
Did you ever
work.
make a match playing pool in a wheelchair?
No.
No? Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah, look at this. Same thing, you know. He jacks that shoulder up just so that he can get that stick.
Oh,
out of the
nice
wa-
shot.
Thunders it in.
I tell you something. This guy shoots pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, at a
Yeah.
583,
He's made some nice shots. I've been
Sure
watching.
has.
Like, dude.
583 handicap Fargo rating is a
Yeah.
pretty accomplished amateur.
That's better than George.
Yes, it is.
I got to get on here just to bust George's chops.
Guess what?
We wouldn't have it any other way.
That's what we like.
Boy, Bill,
I got Freddie to help me give as good as it gets, though. Freddie's going to help.
Look at
this
this.
shot.
Look at this
and
shot.
straight
This
in.
guy, I like the way
This
he
is for
plays.
the title.
I know. I
good.
like
This is
his
for the
game.
title right here. This 9-ball goes
2000
in.
for the 2017 national championship in the wheelchair
He's come with
division.
some shots. He's come with some shots.
We have your winner. It is Bill Larson.
Shaking hands. Bill Larson over Daniel Henson.
Well, we're gonna.
5 games to 3.
He's come with some shots.
We'll have a game for you. We'll have a match for you here in about probably 45 minutes to an hour.
Probably 6 o'clock, I guess. Is that the next? All right, everybody. Thank you.
Sorry. That's why.